Pizza time.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am live here with Bayonetta herself because there's some breaking news in the world of entertainment. How you doing, Bayonetta?
What up? How y'all doing? Oh, wait, I gotta do it. Hello, boys.
Oh my god. So yeah, actually, me and Saggy actually were hanging out backstage, just doing some things, updating some logos and images. As you can see, new look. Look how sexy that is. And we saw this happen actually live, and this is if you don't know, Bayonetta 3 is coming out in a couple weeks for the Nintendo Switch. Hotly anticipated sequel. It's the end of the Bayonetta trilogy. However, they announced earlier this year that the voice actress for Bayonetta was not going to reprise her role. She was being replaced by Jennifer Taylor, I think. Very famous voice actress. Or sorry, Jennifer Hale. Very famous and prolific voice actress. Hellena Taylor was not coming back. Now we didn't hear from Hellena Taylor as to why this was happening. Now we have. So this is from Nibble, who says ex Bayonetta voice Hellena Taylor says that she was offered only $4,000 for her work in Bayonetta 3, leading to her dropping out of the project, and she is now asking fans to boycott the game. You heard that right.
Yep.
She's asking fans to boycott the game. So they only offered her $4,000, which is pretty low, like ridiculously low. She dropped out, and now this has gone viral, as you can see, because she is basically telling people, here's my story, here's why I'm not coming back for Bayonetta 3, and please boycott the game. So I figured, it's my first time hearing this, so let's listen to what she has to say.
Hello, my name's Hellena Taylor, and I am the voice of Bayonetta, and I would like to explain to you why I didn't voice Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million. That's not including merchandise. As an actor, I trained for a total of 7.5 years. 3 years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, with voice coach Barbara Barkery, and 4.5 years with the legendary Larry Moss in Los Angeles. And what did they think this was worth? What did they offer to pay me? The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout, a flat rate, was $4,000 US. This is an insult to me. The amount of time that I took to work on my talent and everything that I have given to this game and to the fans. I am asking the fans to boycott this game and instead spend the money that you would have spent on this game donating it to charity.
Wow.
I didn't want the world. I didn't ask for too much. I was just asking for a decent, dignified living wage. What they did was legal, but it was immoral.
Okay, so this is just the first part. But Saggy, what's like your immediate thought right away?
Okay, so first of all, F you, Matt Jarbo. Bayonetta is a fun game. But anyways,
Matt actually hates Bayonetta. He's on the record saying he hates this franchise, which I don't understand, but whatever. Also, hi Arkham. Hello, Lewis.
It's a Japanese game with it's fan service, Jarbo. That's all it is. But my thing is so this is just another example of these Japanese game studios just not giving a fuck about their talent. Look what they did to Hideo Kojima. But that's what I'm saying. Like these Japanese.
Actually, look at what this is an issue in the voice acting industry as a whole. Did you hear about what happened in Mob Psycho 100? They didn't
No, what
bring
happened?
back the. So for the third season, the third and final season, they refused to bring back the actor who voiced Mob because he's a union actor, and they refused to pay him.
Yeah,
because he's
that
union.
happens. Well, so
this is
the
actually an
thing is,
ongoing trend now.
right? And it's like, well, here's the thing: that and also Japanese gaming companies. Okay, like let's be real, Japanese gaming companies have always had like certain issues. Like I said, Konami. Look what happened to Hideo Kojima. But this is not a surprise to me. It's just really sad that like instead of like listening to fans, right? Because this is like I guarantee you, if this was like the Japanese voice actors for Bayonetta, this wouldn't even be an issue. It'd be a non-issue. They're probably paying the Japanese artist, voice actor who does Bayonetta, what she deserves. So
the
why
English
not the
voice
American?
actress, though? Yeah,
right. Like the English,
let's be fair
especially
here.
the English voice actress.
Well, let's be fair here. Let's be honest, Aggie. Do you really think $4,000 is worth it to voice an entire, 20-hour long game?
Okay,
when you're the main character, it's not.
Here's the
it's
thing.
not like 4,000 is insulting.
Wait. Maybe for the first, right? For the first Bayonetta game, I could see it being really that low because it's a first game. They don't know if it's gonna sell well, so they're gonna have the cost low because they don't know if this is gonna take off. And now it's kind of same thing with movies, right? As the game franchise gets better and they're making a ton more money, and it's a franchise now, like they make multiple like stories, right? Multiple games. They should be paying more. And like she said, she started off telling you exactly how much Bayonetta had made. Okay, over $400 million, right? They 100% could have afforded to give her some more money. And on top of that, like having her come back for the third installment, $4,000 is literally what I would expect maybe a first-time voice actor to be offered, and
but
not
someone who's already experienced and done these games like twice already.
Right, like her voice has made them money in the US. Okay, because again, she's dubbing over because they have different voice actors for different parts of the world. They put this on, right? So for US is a big part of their audience as well, not just Japan. Like they have their own, Japanese, residents, gamers buying it. But they also have the American audience enjoying it, buying it, and it's a big market. So she is the voice of Bayonetta, and I'm sorry, like I like Jennifer Hale, right? I like her.
Jennifer Hale's amazing. She's a great voice actress.
Well, so here's the thing. I don't mind Jennifer Hale, but like voice actors, every voice Jennifer Hale has done, again, it is her voice. Like she does the voice of Ash in Overwatch, right? That's her voice.
Great. Yeah, she's great.
Right, she's great, but that's her voice in English with a southern accent. Like Jennifer Hale, that's Jennifer Hale because her voice is what she puts.
That is true. It is a very distinctive voice. Yes, that is true.
Right, she has a very distinctive voice, and that's the difference. Like this woman is Bayonetta. Her voice was different. Her voice is Bayonetta, right? So like she is that character. Like that's her character she voiced for the US audience, and I understand what she's saying. Like even though I saw some of the comments people were getting on her like, oh well, you don't own Bayonetta. That's true, but you have to understand for a voice actor, that those characters mean something to them. They brought those characters to life. That character is something they loved and took part in. So to take that away from her and offer her only $4,000, that's you're gonna see later on. She says that's not even livable. You can't live off of $4,000, and this is her job.
What? That's a great segue. So I figured we watch part 2 of this. Hi, dogs.
What are you, Max? I was about to yell, shut up, Kelly.
Some people say I am.
Those of you who follow me on Twitter know that I'm more of a lover than a fighter, and sometimes think I'm not very much like Bayonetta at all, but I guess I am a little bit more like Bayonetta than I thought. I understand that boycotting this game is a personal choice, and there are those that won't, and that's fine. But if you're someone who cares about people, who cares about the world around you, who cares about who gets hurt with these financial decisions, then I urge you to boycott this game. I decided to do it to stand up in solidarity with people all over the world who do not get paid properly for their talents. Fat cats cream off the top and leave us the rotten crumbs. You know, in England right now, there are nurses going to food banks to feed their children. This is not right. This is not acceptable. It impacts mental health. Because of it, I suffered from depression and anxiety. I worried that I was going to be on the streets. That terrified me so much that once I was suicidal. I am not afraid of the non-disclosure agreement. I can't even afford to run a car. What are they going to do? Take my clothes? Good luck to them. Bayonetta always stands up for those with less power and stands up for what is right. And in doing this, you stand with her.
Damn, is it really that bad? Like she okay, so hold up. So she's saying that like she can't even afford to like run a car right now? Is she doing that badly? Like shit. I didn't even realize, you know?
I mean, yeah, voice actors say they, unless they're very active in their field, like they're not making a lot of money. You have to keep doing a lot of voices. I'm actually fighting with somebody online right now that's upset that she took shots at Jennifer Hale. And I'm like, she didn't take shots. It's just literally like, no offense, but it is something that Jennifer Hale is done a lot. Like if like voice
So
actor,
did she say something bad about her or no?
well, she didn't like, but here's the thing. She mentioned Jennifer Hale being recast the new voice, and she said she's not Bayonetta. She shouldn't have a right to sign anything of Bayonettas and stuff like that. Like I was like, whoa. But like Jennifer Hale has, I've noticed with her in particular as a voice actor, and again, I like Jennifer Hale. I have nothing against her. I think she's a good voice actress. The issue I have with Jennifer Hale with this is that it's not the first time that she has, when it comes to recasting a female voice actress, that it goes to Jennifer Hale. She's willing, because to some voice actors, it's like kind of like, it's kind of crappy that if you don't know, or if you are aware of why that voice actor stepped out of the role and it was for the reasons because the company treated them poorly, another voice actor taking that up is kind of just like a spit in the face.
Well, here's the thing too. Like now I'm questioning how much was Jennifer Hale paid? Was she only paid $4,000 for her work? And if she was, why did Jennifer Hale accept that amount of money?
Right, because Jennifer Hale is also worth more as well.
Yeah, Jennifer Hale could it probably would look at 4,000 as insulting as well. So far, Thomas, no, Nintendo has not responded yet. They've not responded. Neither has Platinum Games. However, I think that they might have to. I mean, Saggy, the game comes out in like 2 weeks. It comes out like pretty soon. Like I actually have a pre-order on Amazon right now for the game.
I'm not getting it.
Well, you don't have a Switch either way, so you're getting it anyway.
Well, definitely not getting it now.
I'm saying, like, you didn't, you know. This is the last part real quick, and then, we'll talk about it some more.
For those of you who are interested, I'd like to go into a little more detail about the back and forth. The first thing was I was required to audition again, because sometimes voices change with time. So I auditioned for the role and obviously passed with flying colours. They then sent me an insulting offer. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to write to Hideki Kamiya. I'm going to write to him and ask him for what I'm worth.
Oh, shit.
So I got a friend who has been in business in Japan to write in Japanese to him. I know he read it because I got a reply. I got a reply saying that he values greatly my contribution to the game and that the fans really want me to voice it over. And the memory of first meeting me as Bayonetta is a memory I hold dear. So I thought, great, thank God. That was when they offered me $4,000 US. Do you know, Platinum had the cheek to say that I was busy, that they couldn't make it work with Miss Taylor's schedule. Well, I had nothing but time. They now have a new girl voicing her over. And I love actors. I wish her all the joy in the world. I wish her all the jobs, but she has no right to say she is the voice of Bayonetta. I created that voice. She has no right to sign merchandise as Bayonetta, any more than I have the right to sign as Eva Green, even though I was her parrot on the video game The Golden Compass. That portrayal is hers and hers alone. They'll probably try and do a spin-off with Jan. Don't buy that either.
Wow. So you don't feel like that? I don't know. I feel like that was like a little bit of a shot taken against Jennifer Hale, a little bit, to be honest. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but again, like Jennifer Hale is usually the person that they always recast with a voice actor, original voice actor of a thing. Like she's usually.
Well, she's got to work
role.
too, though. She's got to work too, you know.
I mean, that's fine, but again, it's not like it's not like Jennifer Hale. Number one, really, like I know she has to work, but like she has iconic roles, and I brought this up to somebody I was fighting with. I'm like, listen, think about it this way, right? Jennifer Hale has some iconic roles in franchises. Overwatch is a perfect example. She does the voice of Ashe in Overwatch, right? Now, could anyone who's a fan of Ashe or even Jennifer Hale at this point want to see Ashe recasted with another voice actress? The answer is probably no. There'd be outrage there too. So why is it fine when it's Jennifer Hale, but it's not okay for this actress? And when people are like, well, somebody brought up the point, well, Jennifer Hale is a more famous actress, she probably got offered more money. I was like, but then that defeats the fucking purpose. Why would you offer another voice actress more money than the voice actress who's been doing the role for fucking 2 game installments prior to this? Why wouldn't you just say, okay, you're right, we'll give you more money? Instead, if Jennifer Hale did get offered more to be recasted, that makes no sense. They could have just gave that money to the friggin' lady that's been doing it for the last 2 games. That makes no sense. Why would they do that? And that's why I say it's I don't know. I think that's so petty.
Who's more to? Well, let me ask you. Who do you think's more to blame for this? Is it more on Nintendo or is it on Platinum Games? I think it's more on Platinum than it is Nintendo.
Oh, 100% on Platinum. 100% on Platinum Games because they're the ones that developed the game. But that's what I'm saying.
But are they the ones who are they the ones who pay the voice actors and like do those contracts too?
Yes.
Because why wouldn't if Nintendo? Because remember, with Bayonetta 2, Nintendo put up the money for the game. They paid for it. They paid for the development. So why is Nintendo not putting up the money to get the voice actor signed?
I have no clue, but I think it's really weird that they casted Jennifer Hale, and Jennifer Hale would most likely want more money, and probably because of the situation, they probably caved in and gave it to her. But I'm like, but why couldn't you do that for the actress who originally did the voice? It just makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing too. Do you think that? Let me ask you, like, because this is going to be a big talking point too. Do you think she's right to call for the fans to boycott the game?
Yeah.
Because some people are going to be like, well, you know, don't tell people what to do with their money. But I thought, like, the way she explained herself and explained the situation, she's not going to shame anybody for buying the game. She's just saying, hey, here's the situation. Please vote with your wallets. Because, again, this is happening everywhere where workers are being mistreated, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what it is. Like I said, it's I get that Jennifer Hale is famous. Like, again, power to her. But it's not, first of all, the first time that she's taken somebody else's role when an actor, a female actress, decides to like step down a role because they're not compensated enough, and then she's like, "Well, I'll do it." But that's the thing that's weird is like, but they'll be willing to pay Jennifer Hale more money instead of just paying the fucking actress.
Unless she got paid $4,000, and she
right,
took,
unless she accepted the 4K. And she might well have. She might have taken the 4K.
Which, again, maybe she was looking for work and needed work too.
Well, right, because don't forget, she just like Overwatch 2 just came out, so she got paid for her voice acting, her lines that she had to do for Overwatch 2.
Right, actually, that's a good point. Yeah.
So she's making money, and that's why people are like, "Oh, well, you guys are okay with trying to ruin Jennifer Hale's career." I'm like, Jennifer Hale will be fine with or without this role. She's an established voice actress, so there's nothing. Even if Jennifer Hale gets like turned, like the role gets replaced back to the original voice actress, Jennifer Hale will be fucking fine. I just think it's crazy that like people are really upset with this woman who's like, hey, I've been voicing this character for the last 2 games. This character is something like I'm proud of and I took pride in. Like, I'm struggling. And she even opened up to everybody. It's like, I'm struggling financially. They only offered me 4K for the 3rd fucking game. Like I said, if this was the first game, right, 4K is understandable, right? Because they don't know if the game is going to take off. They don't know how much money the game's going to make. So like offering an actor low money, right, is like one thing, right? They don't know how big this game is going to make. So that makes sense. And after that, though, the 3rd installment, you're only offering them $4,000. Like, legit, I feel her on that. Like, that's crazy. Her voice is literally iconic for the character. And on top of that, she's the English voice actress, so she contributed to bringing that character to the U.S., right? And her performance as Bayonetta was amazing. Like, I saw her, right? When I first saw her, when we were watching the video and I looked at what she looked like, I was just like, she looks like a mom. And like the way you look at her, the way you look at Bayonetta's performance, like her performance as Bayonetta, seductive, sexy. Like she brought that with just her voice, y'all. So I'm like, bro, pay this woman more. What's wrong with you? This is not the first game. It's the fucking 3rd. Give her money, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like the 3rd game. Like it's something like, I don't know. It's just like, this isn't even like the first sequel. It's like we've already had 2 games with the same voice. Now we're changing it all of a sudden. I mean, listen, watching the gameplay clips, Jennifer Hale does sound good. Like, she is really trying to emulate.
Play the clips.
Oh,
I want to hear what Jennifer. I want to see what Jennifer.
All right, hold up. I'll pull them up. Hold up. Just talk to my chat for a second.
Because here's the thing. Like I said, I have nothing against Jennifer Hale, but it's very obvious when you're listening to Jennifer Hale talk. She has a very unique, distinguished voice, and you hear it in everything she does. She just does an accent once in a while to make it sound like it's not her, but it's still her. You can still hear it. There are certain voice actors that you can easily tell who they are, even when they're trying to change their voice. It's like, oh, that's Jennifer Hale. So yeah. Platinum Games literally got caught in 4K. I love that. Yes, it's true. They really did get caught in 4K. She made the character come to life with her voice. She has all the rights to demand people to boycott. I agree. Like, at this point, yes.
Okay, so I found a comparison video. So,
all right.
Let's see.
Oh, wow. She looks gorgeous there. Hellena Taylor. Oh, my God. She looks gorgeous.
Bad boy. Bad boy. But I'm ready to give you everything you want. If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum. Right on time. That's all you've got. Break.
It is hard to tell.
Excellent. Let's dance. Smashing. Let's dance. Smashing.
I mean, it's not the best comparison.
Wow.
That was not a great comparison video, to be honest. But I mean, like,
so my thing is like, so I don't know if y'all noticed, but the original voice actress is at least English, like for real English. I mean, props to Jennifer Hale because it did sound pretty. It did sound pretty.
Like it sounds like it's like as close to an emulation as you could possibly get.
But it's like still, why wouldn't you just use the original voice actress, bro? What was the point of switching it up? Like, I don't understand. Again, it's like, just give this woman her money. She's owed it, dude. She's done this franchise for 2 fucking games, bro. Like, she did that for 2 games. Why are you guys doing this to her? Like, it makes no sense. Y'all make bank on Bayonetta, okay? She's like, Hellena told us in the beginning, like, over $400 million was made in the first Bayonetta game, bro. The first game, okay? The second game comes out. The hype was real. People loved the game. So, like, they cast her again. She did great. And I'm sure, and here's the thing. She's not talking about how much she made in the last 2 games, right? She didn't talk about the last 2 games, right? But I guarantee it was more than 4,000. Right. I guarantee it was more than 4,000. So, like, why all of a sudden now Now they only want to give her $4,000. Like, no, she's like, dude, I've done this voice for 2 games. This is the 3rd one. Like, I need money to live, dude. Like, $4,000 is not cutting it for the 3rd franchise, and I know how much y'all are making. And she said she's breaking NDA. She just broke an NDA for this. So I think you guys
Oh yeah,
don't
she did
understand.
mention that.
Yeah.
Actually, that
She
is a big
broke,
deal.
yep,
Yeah.
she broke her NDA for this. Okay? So when people
And she
are on
literally
Twitter
said,
doing her
yeah, I
shit,
remember she said, like, what are they gonna take away my clothes? Like, I make no money. I have no money.
right?
So she
She
literally
broke
said,
her
like, they
NDA.
got nothing.
Yeah, that's wild.
This is a very messy situation, honestly.
I'm not surprised. Japanese gaming companies do this a lot. They really do. Like I said, they screwed over Hideo Kojima.
Oh
I will never
shit!
get over that. I will never
They
ever. What?
responded. They responded.
Oh shit! Did they? Oh no!
They said that she's lying.
What is this on Platinum Games Twitter?
No, Hideki Kamiya's Twitter. It seems like Hideki Kamiya is responding to the allegations from Hellena Taylor, claiming that what Taylor states is untrue. This is what Kamiya said. Sad
What's
and
his Twitter? I don't
deplorable
see it.
about PG Kamiya. He's the creator of Bayonetta, but he did not direct Bayonetta 3. He's not involved with the development of Bayonetta 3. But he said, sad and deplorable about the attitude of untruth. That's what all I can tell now. By the way, beware of my rules. Oh yeah, he blocks everyone. By the way, he's famous for blocking people. So like, if you reply to him sad, you're just gonna get blocked. You're not gonna get anything from him. So don't even bother. Do not even bother to reply to him because he's just gonna block you. So yeah, people are not happy.
Sad and deplorable with the attitude of untruth. That's what I could tell now. That's all I can tell now. By the way, beware my rules.
Yeah, there's rules of Twitter where he blocks pretty much everyone, so you're not gonna get a response from him. So it's also like broken English, like not like trying to be disrespectful, but it is broken English, so it's kind of hard to. And like
I don't care if I get blocked.
That's what all I can tell now. So he can't really say much more. But he basically called this out and said this is not true. That's what he's saying. Like, this is like sad and it's not true. So this is really depressing because again, this is just another example of the industry not treating voice talent with respect, and it's getting really annoying. Like, I'm honestly getting really sick of this between what's going on with Crunchyroll and their anime dubs, and now the situation with Bayonetta 3. It's just like, I'm just really sick of the mistreatment of talent in the industry. I really am. It's getting to a point where it's just very annoying.
Hold on. She risked the NDA to call you out, but she's lying. Please.
You're just gonna. I'm telling you, you're just gonna get blocked. It's like
I don't care.
Talking to a brick wall. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this, please hit the like button and subscribe to both my channel, Resident Justice, and Mad Max's channel, Mass Entertainment. We really appreciate that, as well as hitting that like button because this helps us out to reach new people. Let us know. We're reading your guys' comments live as we talk about this because obviously this is a evolving situation that's obviously something we all care about. So thank you for stopping by and being here, especially this early on a Saturday morning. So yeah, of course, man. Of course, if you talk about this. Antonio here saying, well, Sack, maybe you can answer this because you know maybe a little better. So, do Troy Baker, Nolan North, Roger Craig Smith, Tara Strong, or Laura Bailey get this kind of treatment as well? It depends. Sometimes they get treated bad too.
I would say so. Every voice actor has run into a project that they were signed on for, and I'm sure every single one of them have their own horror stories in the industry, especially the ones that started like from the beginning when they started Obviously, now things are a little different. Things are probably better for them. But I guarantee you, again, they've all have their horror stories of bad treatment in the industry that they just haven't spoke on publicly. But then you clearly see where they are now. So clearly they were unscathed and continue to go strong. But yeah, I guarantee you that they have had mistreatment in their careers as well. It does happen. But like I said, the fact that this is somebody who's blocking people for speaking their thoughts, and these are fans, is really telling of the type of character. So, RJ, if I were you, I wouldn't support Bayonetta 3 just because
I
just
have my
happened.
pre-order. Like my pre-order's live on it. Like I pre-ordered the really nice collector's edition too, and now I'm like, shit.
You should cancel it. Get
But
that money back. Because
man.
nothing. Here's the thing, right? And I'm not really for boycotts, right? When I say I'm boycotting something, I'll personally drop something. I won't do it. But like, nah, bro, this is fucked up. Like and then the way he responded, beware my rules. Like, bro, you sound like a bitch. Like, I'm sorry, but that's such a bitch thing to say. No, if you jump on me, I'll whoop your ass. Stay down, Missy. Stay down. No.
Listen, baby's upset by this too.
Lay down. Why are you staring at me? I'll take you out in a minute. She's looking at me like I'm on attention. Yes.
Let me see. I'm not gonna pull up my Amazon Prime page, but I have this pre-order on Amazon. It's such a nice collector's edition, though. Look at this. What you get in it, man? Fuck. Man. Why can't you pay your employees right, man? Look at this thing.
Hang on. I'm waiting for my block.
I know. Look how nice this thing looks, man. It's what I had pre-ordered. Now I'm probably going to cancel it. You get the game. You get the alternative art covers, the art book. I was so excited to get this.
Wow, my tweet already is getting a lot of attention.
Yeah.
So I quote retweeted him, and I'm sure I'm gonna get blocked, but I quote retweeted him. She risked the NDA to call you out, but she's lying. Since you're known for blocking people, I don't expect this to be taken seriously by you. But then again, you don't seem to listen to your fans, which is sad and deplorable.
Yeah.
This is wild. Like, people don't think this is a big deal, but it really fucking is. Because, again, it's really telling when you get an inside look at how these companies treat their talent and how they actually disrespect the fans, right? Because the fans love her as Bayonetta. Like, fans of Bayonetta know her as Bayonetta. That is her iconic role. Okay, so in the voice acting industry, right? You do some roles, right, here and there. A lot of things that these voice actors do, like all the voice actors that were mentioned, Troy Baker, Craig Smith, all the like Tara Strong, like all of these voice actors have done things y'all haven't even fucking heard or seen, right? And that was their startup. Then they get lucky by getting an iconic role. That is their number one iconic role that they are known for. Right? That's how it starts. And then that voice actor is now that character. You know them as that character. Craig Smith, I know him from Sonic. Okay? And then later on, I know him now as Mirage in Apex Legends. So these actors get these iconic roles that really skyrocket their career. Like that, they get a role, especially when it's a franchise. That's a big fucking deal. Right? Like I have a former friend that I used to be friends with who's a voice actor, who when he was voice acting, he did the voice of Ryu in Street Fighter, okay? And because of that, he landed that role in Wreck-It Ralph as Ryu in Street Fighter, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like when you get an iconic role, it's not just like a one and done thing sometimes for these voice actors. Like if other, like I said, Disney used Ryu in Street Fighter for Wreck-It Ralph. That voice actor who did Ryu for the Street Fighter games got that role to be in a movie, in a Disney movie. That was a huge deal for him, right? That was really big that his voice is in a Disney movie. And a lot of people wouldn't even know that. Like, he got credited. You see his name in the credits, which is so cool. When I saw that movie, I saw his name. Mind you, I didn't even know when I was watching Wreck-It Ralph. I wasn't paying attention. Then the credits roll, and I was like, "Wait a minute, is that Kyle?" I was like, "Holy shit, that's Kyle!" So yeah, it's really important that people understand why she's that upset, because again, when you get an iconic role and it's a franchise, it means something. It means something to not just the voice actor, but it means something to the fans, because the fans hear your voice and they only hear you. And yes, I do like Jennifer Hale's voice. What we just listened to, yeah, it sounds like Helen's, but it's like Helena. Sorry, it sounds like hers. But like, why can't you just fucking pay the voice actor
real
who
quick,
did it?
this is what I was talking about earlier. Ongoing situation, obviously. So you compile what happened with Bayonetta 3 with this, right? This situation. Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero dub actor was only paid $150. Voice actors respond to Crunchyroll union dispute. A Jujutsu Kaisen Zero voice actor revealed that she was only paid $150 for her role in the movie.
Yeah,
$150. This movie made millions of dollars in America.
yeah,
Like, what? And then you have
yes,
this. Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 dub moving forward without the voice actor of Mob. Because of, again, the pay and union disputes. Like, what is going on in this industry right now?
It's Japan. It's literally Japan
It's
right
not
now.
just Japan. It's also the companies like Crunchyroll is, Platinum.
It's
Meta.
Japan. I blame Japan.
Meta.
I blame Japan.
I don't really know if like the Mario situation is comparable to this though. To be honest, like, because at least Charles Martinet is still involved with the movie and doing something with it though.
I mean, here's the thing. So the movies, like I've talked about this before. Like, for example, everyone made a big issue about Scarlett Johansson playing Major Kusanagi in the Ghost of the Shell franchise, right? And
that was garbage.
I mean, right. But my point is, why were they mad? Oh, because she was a white woman. It's like, okay, I get that. But you have to understand that they casted Scarlett because, number one, she was already, the role that she was playing was pretty much friggin' Black Widow, right? But they also wanted a A-list celebrity, a rising star, someone to get people in the seats, because a lot of people, they want general audiences to come see this movie, and a lot of the general audience don't watch anime. They wouldn't know or understand Ghost of the Shell, so they wanted people to come in and see it. So they casted an A-list white celebrity, which I get it. Probably could have found a A-list Asian actress, but at that time, where were they at? You know what I'm saying? Who were they going to get? Lucy Liu? Lucy Liu hasn't been acting like really in action films since Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's like it's very frustrating.
Oh, apparently she uploaded part 4.
Oh shit! She responded already.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up in a second. She just uploaded part 4. I'm looking for it. Someone in the chat said. Because I had no clue that she was on Twitter. So, yeah, here you go, part 4. Oh, I missed this one. I missed this because the thread didn't show it for some reason.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, then okay.
Yeah, here we go.
So, to Kamiya, the presidents of Nintendo, and all other fat cats around the world, I would like to quote to you from the greatest moral teacher who ever lived, Jesus Christ, from his parable of Lazarus and the rich man. Lazarus was a poor beggar with sores all over his body, and he lived outside the house of a rich man who banqueted and feasted every day and wore purple. Lazarus even hoped for even a scrap off the rich man's table, which he never gave Lazarus. Only the dogs pitied him and licked his sores. Lazarus died, and the angels took him straight up to heaven, to the bosom of Abraham. Meanwhile, the rich man went to hell and suffered torment, and in his torment he cried out to Abraham, "Abraham, please save me, take me up to heaven." To which Abraham said, "You had your joy in life. Now this is set for eternity." So he said, "Please tell my brothers who are living like I was, send them a messenger so they can repent." To which Abraham said, "We've sent you Moses and the prophets." "Oh, but if you send Lazarus, if a man comes back from the dead, They will listen to him. To which Abraham replied, if you did not listen to Moses and the prophets, it's unlikely that you'll listen to a man who's risen from the dead. I would like to thank you, the fans who have followed me on Twitter, commented kindly and liked my work. Bless you. I wish you all the joy and luck in the world.
So there you go. That is the complete full statement. So.
I accidentally liked a tweet I didn't mean to like.
Oh, wow, it was really bad. Yeah, apparently the assumption is that Platinum Games is going to make a statement soon. So they could be making a statement any moment now. I don't know. I don't know. What do you mean the Bible? Why? I mean, she used a religious allegory to explain the situation and how she feels. Which, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. That is where we're at with this situation.
Sorry, I'm responding to Jarbo and the thing.
Yeah. No, I get you. It's all good. It's all good. Well, no. She's comparing like the rich cats and what becomes of them to, with that Bible quote, basically. Hey, Bianca, hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by.
I get the whole religious thing. Whenever somebody does religious stuff, I'm just like, but I don't mind. I get it. Like,
it's an allegory. It's an allegory. Yeah, it's an allegory.
Listen, you can find stories in the Bible and relate it to everyday fucking shit. That's literally what the Bible is. It's just a fucking book of like good morals and shit. Oh, there's a fucking man of mystery that we're gonna fight with. What's up, motherfucker? No, I'm just playing. What's up?
No, I figure it's easier to come on in for a few minutes than it is to just bicker through Twitter DM.
I know. Isn't this crazy? Like, we're actually talking, like, we're having
Jarbo thinks she's lying, bruh.
I didn't say I think she's lying. I said I think she's not telling us everything.
So
that's not lying.
So you agree with the Techie Camilla that that there's lies?
I mean, like, listen, we've seen recently that there's been a big push for voice actors to have better compensation, of which they are entitled to. Okay, in the industry,
$4,000 is way.
$4,000 is a very low bid. Yes, it is.
For a third installment. For the
third installment, yeah, it's not unionized, so they don't have a scale. Also, her agent, whoever her agent might be, if that was the high end of the negotiation, was that maybe seek better representation. That being said, I do feel that yeah, she's right. They've made a lot of money on those games, despite my viewpoint of how I feel the quality of those games are. But they've made a lot of money on them. That is 100% accurate. So I feel in this particular situation, she should be paid what she is owed. But if they don't believe that she is worth the asking amount, then that really does open up some questions.
But how? My question is, how? So I have questions. Number one, how much was she offered for the first two games before this? Because clearly she accepted the offers because she did it. But also, too, by that logic, it's like, then if she did two games, and her voice is iconic for that role in the American audience. So, like, what could have happened where she even said they offered her $4,000. It's like, bro, she's done two games for y'all. Clearly, she wasn't complaining.
Is $4,000 more or less than what she made before?
That's what I want to know, because if that's the case, I'm curious. That's a big important thing. But I feel like if she wasn't complaining before, right? I think the reason why is maybe she was in the dark with some things, and maybe somebody said, "Hey, listen." She probably talked to a fellow voice actor person or a lawyer. Someone said, "Hey, listen, you've done this 2 game installments. They made over $400 million for the first game, and you were only compensated X amount. You did a second game, you were only offered X amount. This is their third installment, which means they are going to continue this franchise for a long duration. You need to start asking for more money." this is not livable wages. They should be giving you more money. So I feel like this probably came from somebody saying, hey, they need to give you more if they want you to come back for a third game. You've already done 2. Why aren't they offering you more? And that's when she said, yeah, you're right. And I guarantee you too, I feel like they actually offered her lower or maybe the same amount that she did for the last game. And she says, no, I want more. And they said, okay, we'll give you an extra $1,000. So I guarantee you, if my theory is correct, she was probably offered $3,000 for the last game. So the third one, she was offered the same amount or maybe a little bit more. And she was not happy with that number, so she renegotiated. And they only offered her $4,000. And because she's upset, I'm pretty sure that theory adds up. They offered her the same amount that they offered for the last games. She said, no, this is the third game. I want more. They said $4,000. She's not happy. I guarantee you, she only made like $3,000 for the last game.
Yeah, she probably they do need to increase the rates for the voice talent 100%. I'm not I'm on her side. But you guys know I like to ask those ancillary questions. Because I want there to be as much transparency as humanly possible. When you make an emotional call to arms like she did, calling for a boycott, calling for people to donate money to charity instead, which is a good thing, it really does make you then go, okay, what kind of attack is this on the company? This is her telling people to don't buy this shit. Force their hand. Well, to what effect? To what point? If the game's already been recorded,
right,
and the game's already well into development, it's coming out here very soon. And she comes out now and says this rather than when it happened, because this is not something that just happened yesterday. This is something that happened years ago, or at least a very, very decent amount of time ago because of the process it takes to do a game. So if this is something that happened a long time ago, why is she waiting until right now before the game comes out? So what's her motivation? What is she after? What does she want? Those are questions you have to ask.
Right.
You know, and you can sit there and, you know, she wants fair compensation. Cool. Why wasn't this a thing during the negotiation process? Why wasn't this a thing during the time leading up to it?
Well, she explained that she sent an email out and that was what they came back with. And I mean, it makes sense that she's doing it close to launch because she wants to get more attention on it.
She does. She wants more attention and she wants to have the maximum amount of financial impact against Platinum Games.
Right.
Which is in itself almost like, you know.
Well, yeah, you listen, the game comes out in what, a week, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
So this is right before. This is the worst time for this to happen. So this is maximum impact for this guy.
I said it in your chat, RJ. There's going to be a beautiful kind of funny irony that people are going to cancel their pre-order for Gotham Knights because it doesn't have 60 FPS fidelity on next gen hardware, but they won't cancel their pre-orders for this game even though someone's getting financially fucked.
Yeah, exactly. But
there's irony in that.
Well, here's my here's my question. Here's my question though: is how much does she make by going to fan conventions? How much does she make in the in the royalty department? These are all things she doesn't need to answer.
Yeah, and Bianca, I brought this up as an example too. And Matt, I talked to you about this, the whole Mob Psycho 100 thing that just happened with Crunchyroll as well, because of unions. So
it's possible she wanted to unionize. It's possible that that's a factor. And I
just don't give a fuck.
I mean,
no, they don't.
Video game companies have done this before with recasting. They did it for Metal Gear Solid, and everyone was a little mad that they got what the fuck is that guy's name for friggin'
Keith or Sutherland?
Yeah, they got Keith or Sutherland to voice Solid Snake.
Yeah.
And instead of David Hayter, who's been doing it for literally decades. He's been the voice of Solid Snake forever. And everyone was mad, but I understood why they made that move because it wasn't Solid Snake. That was the whole point of the game. It's
spoiler.
It wasn't Solid Snake. Yeah, spoiler. It wasn't actually Solid Snake.
I actually haven't finished the game, but I knew that it wasn't him. But
it wasn't Solid Snake. It wasn't Solid Snake.
The game's 8 years old. It's fine.
Right. It wasn't Solid Snake. It wasn't Solid Snake, and it wasn't even Big Boss, the person who was cloned. The person that Solid Snake was cloned from. So that's why they recast a different voice. And David Hayter was a little upset back then because he didn't understand why they did that either. But it made sense. First of all, you get a big name person to voice a character, right? An actual actor to voice the character. And it was different. People didn't understand. But this situation here, it's about money. Because before, with Metal Gear Solid, it wasn't about money. It was about the story. That's why they changed the voice actor. But with this is about money. So it's I think that Matt makes good points to ask these questions, but I still feel like what we've been told publicly and what the response was, I think that if anything, she is more on the right here, and I think that her timing is exactly like what makes sense with what Jarbo said. The timing is why she did it this way, because she knew that as it got closer to launch, now's the time to speak. Because people have been asking her, and she said that people have been asking me why I didn't come back for Bayonetta 3, and she didn't give an answer until now. So I mean,
it's designed to cause maximum damage, you know. But then there's questions of like. There's questions of how many hours is she being asked to record dialogue for?
Well, if she's playing the main character, I would assume it's a lot.
Well, how much of those games have dialogue? Come on, man.
Well, no, the game.
Bayonetta is it's story based. It's a story based game.
Right, it's a story based. So Bayonetta, the first Bayonetta game, you can beat that game in like 2-3 hours. If it like on an easy mode,
no, you can't. Not 2 or 3 hours.
I beat it in an hour. I skipped all
more like at least.
She's saying she's better at you at the game than you are, RJ.
No, it's more
RJ. I've literally beaten Bayonetta in like an hour. I just skipped on easy mode. I just skipped all the cutscenes, dude. The cutscenes are what makes that game mad long, because the cutscenes are like watching a cinematic.
Yes, it's a lot of dialogue. It's
right,
a lot of
right.
story.
It is a lot of dialogue. So. When I played the game the first time, obviously I took long because I watched all the cutscenes. So yeah, it took me a couple of days to beat Bayonetta into completion. But I played it in one day for like an hour or so, like a little over an hour. Skip the cutscenes. So yeah, the dialogue in that game, she's recording like a lot of dialogue. It's like watching a movie, Jarbo, with Bayonetta.
Well, I'm looking through the cutscenes right now of Bayonetta 1, and she's. Okay, she's in it. It looks like every time I click to a random scene, though, she's not in it. Look, I'm not going to argue with, like, I agree. She puts the work in.
Don't forget Bayonetta 2 as well, which I think had a lot more story as
well. Well, hold on. I can tell you exactly how long Bayonetta is. Give me a second. Give me 2 seconds. Go ahead and talk. I'm going to find out exactly how long the game itself is, like the whole cutscenes. Hold on.
This game was announced in 2017. I wanted to like add reference.
Well, like the game was announced in 2017, but we don't know when they started developing it, though. So.
Right, but like, I'm assuming it had to happen like either like coinciding with the announcement or a little bit before, because I don't like. It doesn't make sense for me to be like, "Hey, we're making this," and then start making it. It does for certain things, but not others. I mean, for God's sake, we're still waiting on Metroid Prime 4. But yeah, like Matt was saying. It only takes 3 hours to beat that game.
No, those are just the cutscenes. Those are just the cutscenes.
So it says, I looked up Bayonetta full game movie, because that's sometimes how I put it. So they say Bayonetta full game cutscene / cinematics gameplay and ending. That was posted 4 years ago. This is the first game, and in total, that video is like a little over 3 hours for the whole game.
So it's 3 hours worth of cutscenes.
I usually go to like how long to beat. .com. They have like statistics on how long it takes to beat a game, like if you're going to complete it, if you're just doing the story mode and all that stuff. That's where I go for those statistics.
Right, but like so Bayonetta is probably on the same scale like Metal Gear Solid, because Hideo Kojima likes to make his games like movies.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Metal Gear
Solid.
I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm talking about like story wise.
No, Saggy, no.
I beat Metal Gear Solid in like 2 hours.
God, that's a bad take.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was just not
How's
a movie.
That bad take? I'm saying okay. I'm saying
Metal Gear Solid
overall,
4 is nothing but a movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, hold on, wait, pause.
No, it's also a base simulator.
Okay, I'm saying that these games are very lengthy overall. I'm not saying Bayonetta is the same same length as like Metal Gear Solid games are pretty long. Death Stranding was even longer. Death Stranding took me a month to fucking beat. But
walking simulator.
Okay, so Bayonetta 1 is roughly 11 and a half hours. Just in general. Bayonetta 2 is about 9 hours in length. So Bayonetta 2 is actually shorter than Bayonetta 1.
Yeah, but
only by a couple hours, so it's pretty slim.
Hold on, let me see. Metal Gear Solid 5, 45 and a half hours. Fuck you, Saggy. You don't know shit.
I do know shit. I played the games. Listen.
What about the
pause,
what about the
hold on,
original
wait,
Metal Gear
hold on,
Solid? The original
pause,
Metal Gear Solid. How long is the original Metal Gear
pause.
Solid?
On PlayStation?
Yeah, the original
Metal
PS1
Gear
game.
Solid
Yeah.
5. But that's a fifth installment, Jarbo. Come
11
on,
and a
that's
half
like a
hours.
fifth game.
11 and a half
Wait.
hours for that one.
But this is the thing. Hold
So
on,
hold
wait,
on. So the
wait.
original Metal Gear Solid is
Wait.
about the same length as Bayonetta. Okay.
Right, but I'm saying the Metal Gear Solid 5, if you skip all the side mission shit and you mainly focus on the main missions, you can get through it quickly. Again, I play
Saggy,
the fuck out of all the Metal Gear Solid games.
Saggy, summarize the situation for the watcher who's asking what's going on.
The original voice actress for Bayonetta called out Platinum Games, the developers of Bayonetta, because they only offered her, and Nintendo, because she only got offered $4,000 to voice the third installment of the game. She called them out, issuing a boycott. And yeah, that's basically the TLDR.
And I saw a tweet that made me laugh. Like, so it was like the Pokemon. If y'all wanted voice acting in the Pokemon company, y'all better get used to base text, because they're not going to do it after this shit. People complain to them too about like how like poorly made they are, but
yeah,
it's the same thing.
Let me ask you, Meta and Max, you guys just got here. Do you think that people will actually boycott this game? Will the situation have any impact on the sales?
I'll be surprised
Mild.
if it actually impacts it.
I know. I saw a Dreamcast guy cancel his pre-order. I'm sure others will as well. But will this reach like the general gaming populace? I don't know. I can't say. We'll have to wait.
I
and see.
mean,
Here's the thing. I don't
well-
plan on buying it, so I don't care. But
Well, the fan base are Jarbo. The fan base for Bayonetta is pretty up there.
oh, I know.
mean,
Largely men who have never touched titties. I get it. I get it.
No, women like the series.
Her suit.
too.
What? Are you
like
kidding me? Her
women
suit
like it
is made up
too.
of her hair.
Women.
Like
Jarbo,
that
girls
game is
it
like
too. What do you
that
Girls-
game is like
girls
the
are really
epitome
into-
of
hold on.
pubic
Hold on.
like appreciation.
Girls-
Jarbo,
No,
you
girls are
don't
into Bayonetta
understand
too.
Japanese. You don't understand Japanese.
Which is so funny considering that pubic hair is considered a dishonor in Japan or
RJ,
dishonorable in Japan,
Jarbo, pause.
right?
You're the
Or something
one-
like
here's the
that.
thing.
I don't know.
Here's the thing.
I
about
heard that years
Jarbo's
ago.
takes. This is the thing about Jarbo's takes about anything Japanese related. Is like he literally took a
He
fucking
hates the
iconic.
Japanese.
Hold
He
on,
hates
wait,
Japanese.
hold on.
Hate
He
the
took an
Japanese.
Hold on, wait.
Don't put it like that, RJ.
He took an iconic fucking movie like Akira, and he liked it up until the weird part, which literally made Akira like the most fucking watched fucking anime when it came to America because of how fucking weird and crazy it was. And that was his biggest gripe, was that fucking iconic scene where he turns into
Basically,
a
all
fucking
the
blob
Japanese
monster.
shit. All the Japanese
Yeah,
shit.
all the
Yeah.
That's
Japanese
the thing.
weird
Y'all are
shit that
making him watch
makes
shit
anime.
that like.
What do you mean?
Like-
Akira's a classic. What do you mean? Most people
I
got
couldn't
introduced to
finish
anime
it.
because of Akira.
Akira
Because you don't
has
understand
very
Japanese
good
shit,
animation
bro.
and a very interesting story, but the end is pants on head stupid. It's just like
But that was
it's all like
he turned into a
Canada!
monster, bro.
and he's all like
Most
num num
anime
num
is
num
like
num num num. I'm Katamari
Yeah,
Damacy in
I
anime
can't,
form.
I can't, bro.
It's just
I can't with
it's
you.
like it's so dumb.
Like,
It's
I actually have side thing, but I have some anime that I think you would actually like, Matt, because it's more. It's not as batshit insane as Akira. Let's put it that way. It's like one of them's fantasy based, but that's a whole other conversation. But like getting back on topic, I don't think that this is going to hurt it at all. She said it was optional, that people did not have to boycott if they don't want to. I know, of course, people are going to look at people very intensely if they don't, but boycotts generally don't work. Like, let's not pretend they do. Like, boycotts generally don't work.
I mean,
for most things.
I mean, they
For most
boycotting
things, they don't work,
Konami.
Staggy. Come on.
Nah, when it
How many
depends on the
times have people
situation.
wanted
A
to
lot of
boycott Chick-fil-A,
lot-
Hobby Lobby,
Bro,
Starbucks?
a lot of people were fucking justifiably still pissed about how Konami treated Hideo Kojima, and Konami has not come out with
Look
a
what
fucking
happened
game.
with Metal Gear Survive. That
Yeah,
game flopped.
like that game flopped.
That
And
game was doomed to start. That game was
nobody
doomed
is-
from its inception.
Here's the thing. No one's gonna ever support a Silent Hill or a Metal Gear Solid game that is made by Konami that isn't made by Hideo Kojima. Like, and that's literally a fact. Like,
wait,
everyone
but
was
Kojima
pissed.
had nothing to do with.
Silent Hill.
Him and
With
Guillermo
Silent
del
Hill.
Toro, him and Guillermo
He
del
was
Toro were
gonna make a
the
Silent
reboot.
Hill game.
Yeah,
It's
the
like, I
PT,
canceled.
sure, but that's not like Silent Hill 2. It was not
Right,
done
but
by
I'm-
Hideo
but I'm
Kojima.
saying- right, but I'm saying
And Kojima,
that
dude, come on, let's be fair. Kojima's like super fucking overrated. Not that he's bad, but he's like everyone.
It doesn't excuse the way he got treated.
Jarbo,
No,
first of all-
100%, 100%. Like,
First of all,
he gets high on his own farts. I don't even want to hear any fucking thing to the counter of
honestly,
that.
what do
Kojima
you
at this
mean?
point should
He's
really
very
just go to-
humble.
Are you kidding me? Like, look, dude, he's like
No,
hipster
what?
humble. He's like hipster humble. He's like, oh yes, I am Kojima. Thank you for your
Bro.
praise. And then he's all like, have you read my stories? They are so pants on head stupid.
I mean,
What?
to be
He's-
fair to
no,
Matt's
The
point,
opening of Metal Gear Solid 5 had a gigantic flaming fucking whale. It's like, yeah,
He
all right,
said-
guys, like, sure, let's just completely throw it
Oh
all at the
my
goddamn window at this
God.
point.
he
Jarbo,
said that
you
people
don't
didn't get Death Stranding in America because it didn't have enough shooting in it.
No,
Like,
I haven't played Death Stranding. All I know is that Monster Energy drink was like a sponsor of it.
no.
And it's basically like, isn't it like a shaken baby syndrome simulator? Like that's kind of how I view.
Like FedEx. It's literally just delivery
It's
simulator.
like I gotta fucking calm this baby. Why won't you stay calm? Oh my! And
Slime-
you shake the kid.
Slime Sickle's
Like
video
is
on that
is that like here's like is it an
not that,
allegory
it's
for the
not that,
population
it's not
problem in Japan? Like what the fuck is going on?
Hold on.
Matt, what do you have against the Japanese?
What do you have
man?
against the
I'm just
Japanese?
saying. Well, for one, no, there is a population decline in Japan, and then two, the game you do shake infant children,
Jarbo,
which you know you're not supposed to do.
Jarbo,
It's in a
Jarbo.
jar.
It's in a
Jarbo.
what the fuck? It's in
RJ,
a jar.
RJ.
Hold on,
I
shut
have-
up. Hold on. Let me explain it because he doesn't understand. Okay, real quick, the TLDR, the babies. Listen, I get it's weird. So they use these babies to see the monsters because the babies, for some reason, can see them, and they share that.
So
they share
child
that
labor. They
consciousness.
exploit child labor.
Yes, it basically is. It basically is. Yes, but I'm just
So
saying.
so
like,
you
it's-
so
Oh my
so but
God.
when the child goes too far, you have to shake it to calm it down.
literally-
That's
It's
right.
literally okay. So the whole game is about life and death. Okay, but it's also about like unity, like uniting everybody together. Everybody comes together. The gameplay that they have, which is actually interesting, it's like the way that you do it is like, so say me and RJ are playing, we can't physically play together, but like if RJ built a bridge so I can get over a fucking a river or drive over it, I can see it in my world. So we work together without actually ever being together. It's a very interesting thing. So like if somebody built a bridge,
So,
or
like
built
cyber sex?
It's I hate you. Either way, my point is I like the concept.
We
like
come
the concept
together,
of the
just
game.
not at the same place.
Listen, Hideo
God
Kojima
damn it.
is a really great storyteller. And the fact that you're saying
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
overrated,
He's not.
like, how
Bye.
dare- yes,
He-
he
the
is.
guy-
His stories are great. What do you
He's
mean?
got really good ideas. He's a very high concept guy, but he is so self-absorbed in his own art, and people never call it out for how pants on head stupid it is because look, he's essentially like the Andy Warhol of fucking game design. You know, like you look at it and you're just like, okay, like I get what he's going for,
I want to fucking punch you
but
in your dick.
and
I
then
wanna
and then
punch you.
everyone and then all these weebs are just like, oh
I-
my god, have you played the latest Kojima? I was sipping my espresso while like looking at like my phone and watching somebody play it in the most like subjective and surreal way ever, and it was just amazing art. I cried, I weeped at Death Stranding when Norman Reedus drank that Monster Energy drink before shaking that baby to the point of calming it down, which is so weird. I felt
Bro,
transcended.
No, listen,
Before he talked to
no.
Jeff
Oh my
Keighley.
god, you missed the point.
Before he got
Norman-
a fucking
hold on,
side
wait,
quest from Jeff
no,
Keighley.
Here's the thing. Babies in that universe, yes, they were treated like tools so that the people can fight the monsters when they go out of the world because they live in bunkers because the monsters took over the surface. So they basically use the babies when they go to the surface for fucking goods or to transfer goods to keep civilization going. Yes, they use those babies in those incubator tools. But Norman Reedus, he got one that was quote defective and he kept it and he started eventually loving it. And
So
towards the end,
Kojima's
he's raising it.
pro-life?
He's going to raise it.
Yes,
Oh my
Kojima's
God, I-
pro-life. Yes.
So
Yes,
that's
Kojima
his. Oh my
is
god!
pro-
So
You're
like
literally-
so it's completely nothing more than like an anti-Roe v. Wade propaganda piece.
I'm the fucking hit you, bro. I'm gonna hit you, bro.
Kojima
I'm gonna hit
is
you,
a
bro.
prophet, man. I swear to God.
I'm
Who
a
knew?
fucking hit
Who
you,
knew?
bro. I'm
Oh
gonna
my
hit you, bro.
God.
I'm a
Who
punch you
knew?
in the dick, bro. I'm a punch you
Here's
in
the
dick,
question.
bro.
Here's the real question. Who does Matt Jarbo have a bigger hate boner for? Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Hideo Kojima?
He is
I'd
absolutely
go
just
see
about
Dwayne The Rock
everything you
Johnson
said
movies,
about
RJ.
Dwayne. Don't even start that shit.
I go
Bro.
see movies by The Rock. So
I think you're very mistaken about Hideo Kojima, because Hideo Kojima literally, like, the Metal Gear Solid franchise is literally the biggest franchise that Konami had. Okay, and that game was amazing. All of the games are amazing.
What other
That's the
franchise?
storytelling-
What else did they have besides pachinko machines?
They have Contra,
Castlevania,
they have
Contra.
Castlevania, they have
Okay, when's the last time we had a good
Bomberman.
Contra game?
On the Hill. I mean,
When's the last time we had a good game from any of those franchises?
That's their
Yeah, but-
fault. They don't develop them. They just develop the fucking.
So-
there
soccer
is
game.
rumors though that they're like outsourcing the IPs to like Sony though.
I
that
don't
could
think
be-
that's
Right.
gonna happen.
So hold on.
is.
I've been hearing
Here's
that
the-
I don't have a hate boner. You guys, I'm being a dick.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus
he's being a dick.
Christ.
That's
So
why I'm
here's the
laughing my
thing.
ass off. This is
Hold on.
hilarious.
It's meant to be fucking funny. It's just like, come on.
Yeah, Drabo's just being
You don't know
silly.
who he
So,
is.
here- so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I had heard from articles, well, read in articles, that the reason why Hideo Kojima had it out with Konami is because Konami wanted to like focus on mobile gaming. So they wanted to get into the mobile gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to get into the mobile gaming world. So they wanted to bring Metal Gear to the mobile gaming, and Hideo Kojima didn't want to do that because he didn't want to make a mobile
They also
game.
locked him. They also locked him into the studio, wouldn't let him leave, or take breaks either. Remember that whole shit? They like
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
plays down.
what sucks about all that is the Fox engine was remarkably amazing.
It's an amazing engine, that's
And
like
it got
sitting there.
relegated to fucking like FIFA games or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah.
whatever their soccer games are.
Konami was
But-
like, "Hey, we want to put this to mobile." He was like, "What do you think I am? What do you think this franchise is? Kingdom Hearts? No, I'm not doing a mobile. That makes no sense."
Yeah.
Oh, my
How
Anyway,
did we go? How did we go from Bayonetta to Hideo Kojima?
Because we're talking about something people actually play.
we're talking about.
That's messed up, man.
Here's the question: will more people? Do more people play Bayonetta, or will more people play Death Stranding?
I'm gonna go with Death Stranding because it's on multiple.
God have mercy.
I'm gonna say,
Ooh.
look, I'm sorry, only 450 million for the Bayonetta franchise. Like that ain't shit.
It's a small, beloved series.
It's a
Like,
niche. It's a niche franchise.
niche.
It's niche, but it's beloved. It's niche, but it's beloved.
yeah. But it's like, you know, when you hear reports like Grand Theft Auto sold like $1 billion in the first day, and they're like, we made 450 million off of 2 games over the span of like 10 years. How much is a development cost for one?
I mean,
How much of
to
that was
be fair,
actually profit for
A lot
the
of people
studio?
didn't even think 3 was going to happen. So
Yeah, because of low sales of number 2. Because
mean,
I'm sorry,
Nintendo-
platinum
Nintendo-
button smashers are kind of boring. It's just like it's a lot of you look at a lot of it, it's a lot going on the scenes, and then when you get down to it, it's just like it's just button smashing. That's all it is. It's just it really is. Think about it. It's like
You're
it's
not-
all
you're
like
not
I
wrong.
have to
It's
remember this combo, and then it's the same
I
combo
remember,
over and
like-
over again. Same
It's like-
animation.
games like that, like Bayonetta, kind of reminds me of like Devil May Cry, and like not even just like the supernatural aspect, but like the gameplay, because it's like hack and slash. Like, so that Platinum goes like batshit insane with it. Like even Capcom was like, yeah, no, we're just gonna make this like mildly chill. Bayonetta's like, nah, we're going balls to the wall. Like this is just
Yeah.
absolutely like nuts.
I think I've legitimately triggered Saggy to where she just stopped talking.
No, I'm reading the quote retweets. to,
Bayonetta is trending number 1 right now. So this has had
it was number
impact.
2 for me.
Yeah, it's number 1 right now.
Well, that shows that a lot of people at least say that they care
It's
about voice
number-
actors.
It's number 5 in the nation right now.
No, look, I pulled it. I just refreshed the page.
Wow. So hold on. So this guy, hold on. So some people are bringing up this post that Hideki Kamiya posted.
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
No,
I
I'm
got
on my
I got to
phone.
dip. I have to dip.
Bye,
I have to go
Jarbo.
run an errand. So I'll be
Bye, Jarbo. Get out with your friggin' Hideo
Hey.
Kojima hate.
Hey, listen, I'm not the one out there making pro-life propaganda, okay? Like I'm
Whatever, get out.
pro-choice.
Bye. Bye,
Okay, and I'm
Felicia.
gonna
Meta, you
exercise
leave
my
too.
pro-choice.
Take Meta with you.
I'm
Take
gonna
Meta with
exercise
you.
my
What did
pro-choice
I
by
do?
not buying Bayonetta 3. How about that? Okay,
You weren't
I'm not
gonna
buy.
anyway.
But that's
out.
still a potential lost sale. Okay, I could have bought it for somebody else, but I'm gonna choose not to. So pay Hellena Taylor what she's worth, you know, and make better games. How about that? Just make better games.
God.
Just pay
I
the
got
voice
it.
actors, and you know, and make better games. Don't make her hair her suit because that's so fucking weird. Just imagine
That's
like
sexy.
That's
Yeah,
a
but like, here's
whole,
is it her hair
conversation about
or is
Japanese
it
culture.
her pubes? Because I want you to think about that. Of just of it
It's her
growing
hair,
out.
bro. It comes from
But
her head,
pubes
bro.
are her pubes are also her hair.
It is the hair from
She
the
doesn't
top
have
of
pubes.
her
It's
head.
shaved. It's shaved, bro.
That doesn't remove the follicle, Saggy. All
I
right.
know, but it's from her head, bro. It's from her head. Relax. It's from her head. It shows
Hey,
that it's from her head.
It'd be better if it wasn't.
Hey, Saggy, Meta, hold the fork down. I think I might have just gotten a job.
Nice. Congratulations.
So hold the fort for a second.
So okay, bye Jarbo, because me and Meta gotta hold the fort. Bye. Get out. Get the fuck out. No, I'm just playing. So Hideki Kamiya, his pinned tweet says, really fed up with insects which never read my post/header pic and just keep posting. That's why I'm telling you not to post me in a language other than Japanese. If you break rules, that means you are a brainless insect and will be blocked immediately. Be careful. Like, who the fuck do you think you are, bro?
The moment that I saw his Twitter, the moment that I saw his Twitter profile, I'm like, oh wait, isn't that the dude that just blocks people for no reason? Like, I don't even follow the dude because, like, one, I don't speak Japanese, and two, like, I just don't have time.
He doesn't even type in Japanese. He types in English.
I don't know what you.
Like, bro, what the fuck you mean you type in English? All your posts are in fucking English, my guy. And now some in Japanese, some like,
I have
bro.
to imagine that he has someone that types his tweets.
Okay, he does
for him.
type in Japanese. Never mind. No.
I was about to say, like, I know I wasn't crazy. I saw Japanese on his Twitter.
Okay, yeah. That was my fault.
But again, like, just Japan in general, like, their culture and society just doesn't give a fuck about workers' rights like that. Like, it's as bad as it is over here, like, it's severely worse over there because I mean, it's in like a lot of slice of life animes and stuff. Like, oh, these people are worked to death, like they have to sleep with their desks. It's like, no, that sometimes happens for certain jobs in certain areas. Like, people just crunch until they get sick, then they get better, and then they go back and crunch some more. Like, I'm gonna just say it, and I have it pre-ordered. I'm not canceling it. I'm sorry. And the reason for it is I know for a fact that once all of this blows over, that damn game is going to be hard as shit to get because it's going to get scalped, just like the Bayonetta 2 Switch version was. And I am not about to pay scalper prices for that shit. Doesn't mean I'm going to play it, but I'm going to have it at least. That way, if I want to, I can sell it again. But, I mean, but voice actors haven't really ever been treated the same. Like, and the reason why I brought up the Mario thing was because, like, my biggest thing that I've been saying is voice actors aren't treated as actual actors. They're treated as, like, a second thought. So even though Charles Martinet has been voicing Mario for literal decades, he wasn't even probably considered for the role of the characters he's been voicing for so long.
So my thing is, here's the thing. The Mario thing isn't comparable because it's like it's a movie, right? So when the movies, what they want to do is, again, they're gonna cast known actors that have a fan following, that have their own fan base to try to get them into the seats, right? So they casted Chris Pratt because Chris Pratt is a very well-known, successful actor. And him doing the voice of Mario, well, I think it's the best fit, but I mean, I get it because, again, they got Jack Black, they got a bunch of actual actors to do these iconic roles. But if they did it with regular Mario, would they get the same result? Probably. But I do understand that move because, again, their target isn't Nintendo fanboys. Their target is general audience because they already know they have the Nintendo fanboys' money because it's Mario. What they want is the other money, the outside money of the Nintendo fanboys. Everybody, whether you're a fan or not, at least knows who Mario is. But that's what they want, is they want to get people in the seats. How do they do that? They cast Chris Pratt as Mario. So, I mean, it's not the same because, again, it's a movie. That doesn't mean Mario, the voice actor of Mario, who's been the voice for Mario for forever, right? They're not recasting him. Chris Pratt is not taking over as Mario in the games moving forward. It's just for the movie. So it's not comparable. This is different because this is directly impacting the game franchise. The Mario movie is not going to impact the video game franchise whatsoever. They're not going to say, okay, now we're going to have Chris Pratt do Mario moving forward. If they were to do that, they would do it for one fucking game, if anything. But they're not even going to do that because it's different. So I mean, that's why when
They
you
make a
said the
Mario
Mario
game.
comparison, I'm like, not really comparable.
They make a Mario game that's like a tie-in movie Mario game. That would be like the weirdest thing to me. What the fuck? I mean, like, it's just, at least like Jack Black has voice acting experience. They also do have I think his name is Kevin Michael Richardson doing the voice of the wizard. That's like Bowser's number one. I forgot the name of that character, but Namek. I think his name is Namek. They have him voicing Namek, so they do have a professional voice actor in there. But even for like Sonic 2, they got the voice actress who regularly voices Tails in the game, and it took the fans like throwing a shit fit on Twitter for them to put her name on the header along with Chrissy Teigen, who both were not.
Right.
I said the wrong name.
Right. By the way, I saw the comment that Max in the chat. This happened with Kojima and David Hayter, probably a Japanese thing. So no, David Hayter was different. I explained that, but I'll explain it again for those who missed it. Keith Sutters? They casted him to do the voice of Solid Snake in that one game because it wasn't actually Solid Snake. That was the whole spoiler. That was the whole spoiler of the game when you find out that it was never Solid Snake and it was never Big Boss. That's why it was a different voice, right? Because moving forward, he became Big Boss only by he became Big Boss, but he was never the original Big Boss. He was just like a plant, right? But that's why they did it that way, because they needed a different voice actor, and it made sense once you played the game. I've had arguments with people who weren't happy with that game either, but I'm like, dude, Phantom Pain was fucking great. I don't care what anyone says. And the story was fucking amazing. It tied everything together. But yeah, that was completely different.
So I hate to cut this short, but I think I'm going to end the stream pretty soon because I got to get some stuff ready to go. Because
you got it?
No, but they want to do a second interview, which means I pretty much got it. So I pretty much got
you got it.
I got it, but I got to do another job. I got to do another interview. So
I hate when jobs do that. Listen, we want to hire you. We want to make sure
so the fact that they're giving me a second interview means I'm like, they like me. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it.
They like me. They really like me.
Which is crazy because I hadn't heard back in almost 3 weeks. Thought they said no.
Dude, the job market right now is nuts. It's he's almost a whole month to hear.
So next Tuesday, I got my second interview, and then I probably got to start the job. So
nice. Tony, she's complaining that for the third installment, she was only offered $4,000 to do the voice of a character she's done for two games.
I think Troubled Cat has a good point about how consumers lack principles and standards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I saw your comments under her original post, and they're consumers are going to consume, and I'm like, this is just, it's like I said, I am not canceling my pre-order. It's not that I don't care about the cause. It's just that at the end of the day, what really needs to happen is that voice actors just need to unionize. And if that hurts their chances for these roles, so be it. Because, I'd rather be treated fairly and, equally than, be paid shit. But yet I have a job, but I'm getting paid terribly, Yeah.
No, I get that. This whole situation, I know Tony doesn't care about workers. He doesn't care about people. We know Tony. We know. Sorry, I had to throw that out there.
That is cold-blooded.
I'm just saying, between this and Warner Brothers Discovery, I don't think Tony's very sympathetic to the working man, but it's okay. I'm sorry, Tony. Yeah, I know Tony's gonna downplay. It's okay. Either way, thank y'all for watching. Sag, you have any final thoughts before we close this thing out?
Give that woman what she's owed, god damn it. And I don't plan on playing Bayonetta anyways, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Meta?
I'm glad that this is at least making some headway. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be, attention spans are one thing, and it's gonna be forgotten about by the time the game comes out, because I guarantee you if the sales are impacted, I'll be surprised. But if they aren't, it is what it is. Capitalism has another wonderful day in the sun.
Yeah. As for me, like I said, I think just pay the damn woman what she's owed. Probably going to cancel my Bayonetta 3 pre-order, sadly. Just because I don't want to support this shit. Because this ain't no good. It's not good. No bueno, Platinum Games. No bueno, Nintendo. Y'all done goofed. Y'all done fucked up.
They've been goofing, and yet people still buy their shit. That's what I'm.
Well, not Nintendo. Not Nintendo.
No, absolutely Nintendo.
Nah, not Nintendo. Nintendo's fine.
Okay.
Nintendo's been a good boy this year, outside of this situation.
Shutting down the eShops.
That wasn't this year. Talk about this year. This year they've been good.
RJ, they announced it this year. You know what? It's semantics. It's semantics. Just.
But yeah. So that's that. Thank y'all so much for watching. We're out of here. Much love and peace the heck out. Bye.